Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna play Obsession, a creepypasta visual novel found in itch.io. Let's begin. Well, first of all, we have to turn into English. And now we can play. You're dead tired, fast asleep, on the only ride that takes you back to your house. You can feel someone approaching. They brush against the badge you forgot to take off a few minutes ago. You didn't want to look at them. You only hear their mocking laughs, definitely making fun of your name. Right, what is your name? Well, because they're going to make fun of my name, it's going to be YN. YN, huh? I don't remember that. I didn't remember that was my name. And that's exactly what they're yelling and laughing about. You keep your eyes closed, pretending to be asleep, so you can hear everything they say. Think carefully about your choices. Every one of them has consequences. Some just lower affection, others can get you killed. Affection stats at 0, a neutral feeling. It's your problem if you manage to make them hate you or love you. Oh, so if they love me, will they go yonder then? You arrive exhausted at your old house near the forest. You live so far away that you're the last one to get off the bus. Finally, I could sit down. Well, aren't we already sitting on the bus? Today was a bad day. Like always, customers with ridiculous questions and stupid requests. I'm fine with that. The manager who thinks she owns the company. I can't stand her. I don't like the life I'm living right now, but it's not like I have the strength to do anything else. I don't think any of my managers think they own the company. To be honest. I have ideas, hopes, dreams, but yeah, I don't even think about reaching them. I can barely make it to the weekend. I only think about sleeping, forgetting everything for a while. But I can't even do that right. If I just had someone with me, I feel like things would be different. Someone who understands me, supports me, and makes me feel alive. I have no one. Everyone else is just acquaintance. Okay, I don't think that's acquaintance for me. You stand still, staring into nothing, unable to stop the suffocating burn that quickly grows in your chest. Then, unable to hold it anymore, you start crying. Simple things used to make me so happy, I never even noticed. I had everything, and now it's just me trying to survive a life I didn't even choose. I don't even have time for those tiny moments of happiness anymore. You fall back onto your bed, and from how exhausted you are, everything starts to blur. I just want to sleep and never wake up again. You close your eyes and feel everything around you slowly fade away. Oh, we're seeing our eyelashes. I like it. It's literally like we're actually in a first person perspective. Technically second person. Like, you know what I mean. At last, you fall into deep sleep. Your sleep is heavy, or second person. You sleep in heavy. You start dreaming that maybe when you wake up, you get a chance to die or start over. Get easy guide. Suddenly, you hear strange noises that seem to be coming towards you. They're getting closer. Oh, steps! It's hard to open your eyes, but you try anyway. Maybe it's nothing, but it's better to stay alert. You finally manage to open your eyes and realize the sound of footsteps and it's real. So you sit up on your bed and stay completely still. It's completely silent, trying to hear better. Hear laughter and voices talk to each other as they walk through your small cabin. You hear drawers being opened. Yo, man, damn. This cabin's basically empty. Just trash and old chip bags. Then you hear their footsteps heading straight towards you. Terrible time to not have a door, you think. Well, we barely didn't have a front door either, and we didn't lock it. You're still sitting on your bed, not moving, but they keep getting closer so. You gently place your right foot on the floor. But the moment you try to stand up, a loud creak echoes. Uh-oh. Bam! A shot is fired in your direction, leaving your door curtain with a hole in it. Without thinking, you squeeze your eyes shut. You know you're exhausted and your feet are hurt, but it doesn't matter. You decide to run for the exit. The problem is there's no house nearby to ask for help. Running towards them would mean crossing an open shooting field. So you choose to run towards the nearby forest. It's not a good idea, but it's the only one you have. We could have neighbors in our forest. You run as fast as you can, hearing them chase you and fire shots behind you. You feel a bullet gauge your left arm, but you keep running without stopping. It's like, what? If you're gonna rob someone's rich, not someone's living in a cabin near the woods. At some point, you feel like you lost them, so you stop and take a moment to catch your breath. You realize there's no path anymore, just trees and more trees. They're only uphill to the left or downhill to the right. Where do I go? Okay, I saved just in case because you never know what's going to happen if I go right or left, so I'm going to go with left. I guess going uphill will put more distance between me and him, if he's even looking for me. It'll push me deeper into the forest. I should be safe until morning. Or at least I think so. Do you want to continue? Yes. You decide to climb the hill to the left. You run a lot, so now you're walking, praying you don't make any noise. At one point, you lower your gaze, climbing barefoot is exhausting. You look down and notice there are flowers and plants everywhere. In their situation, it would be beautiful. Right now, it just scares you. First to work, and now this. I know I wish I could die, but not like this. I want to wake up from this nightmare. Then you start to feel a little dizzy. I like the animation. I like how it looks like we're actually boring. I'm getting really tired. I was already exhausted, and now it feels like I could pass out any second. You keep walking, slow but steady, watching the ground so you don't fall. You start to hear laughter. It's faint, but you can make out. Right when you know you don't have any much energy left. They don't sound very close, but you stay alert anyway. Who the heck laughs in the middle of the night? Who the heck is gonna be in the forest in the middle of the night? That's not us us right now. You whisper to yourself. It's him looking for me? This scares the heck out of me. And the worst part is I don't have the strength to run, to keep running. I'm done. What if I follow it and face him? Follow the laughter and confront, because what's the worst that could happen? You decide to follow the laughter and confront the thief. Maybe, if you face him, you could take his weapon and defend yourself. Or maybe you just want to stand your ground and let whatever happens happen, because you're sick to death of all this. So you start walking towards where you think the laughter is coming from. You pass between tree after tree until you notice an opening ahead where there seems to be more light. You walk towards it angry, frowning, clenching your fist as your breathing quickens, until you step wrong and drop your gaze to the ground, swaying to keep you from falling. Candy? With every step, you start to notice candy scattered across the ground. What the heck? Candy? You'll be eating candy all year. It's seriously disturbing. What kind of cycle eats candy on the ground like a trail, expecting anyone dumb enough to follow it? Well, Hansel and Gretel comes to mind. Or at least a fairy tale comes to mind. Is this a trap or some sick joke? What kind of... Just thinking about it scares me. Even with the fear, you follow the candy trail. You don't really have a choice. You keep finding more and more candy thrown around for no apparent reason, until you realize there's no more candy. You look up and see you standing in a clearing with children's playground equipment. What the heck is a playground doing out here in the middle of the forest? This is just keeps getting worse. Hey, well, where if children need to play? When a big children need to play? What kind of lunatic would lure their victims with candy to a playground? We'll find out. You can't hear the laughter anymore. You notice there's no one around. And imagine the laughter. I don't think we did. I'm so tired. I don't even know what I'm thinking anymore. I don't really know why I followed it. But it's a relief to think it was just my exhausted mind messing with me. I don't think that was exhausted mind. You don't know if it was in your head or real, but suddenly a tense cold runs through your body. Well, it's bloody, so yeah, I don't think we're alone. It starts at your feet and crawls up your head and the rest of your limbs. Your breathing speeds up until you forget how to pull air into your lungs. You're paralyzed with fear. You've forgotten how to breathe. Nothing in your body works. You try to give your commands, but you can't even move your tongue. Your eyes don't blink. You're on the verge of crying. Whatever was on the playground a few seconds ago, it's gone now. Let's try to calm yourself and breathe. Being calm and help, right? Guess who I am? Unable to dodge anything, you feel that thing right behind you. After vanishing from your sight, you couldn't hear footsteps anymore, but the faint sound of leaves falling. It's impossible. How did it get to you so fast? No! The metallic scent blood on its hands. If you can even call them hands. The smell of metal floods your nose. You could barely breathe before. Now it forces you to inhale all the blood dripping from its claws. Your body still won't respond. You want to scream. You want to run. At least you want to turn around. And deep in your mind, you admit it was real. You stay frozen, eyes shut tight, waiting for the worst. You feel something cold and sharp dig into your back for a second. Then you feel those claws slowly touching your fingers, as if gently caressing them, carefully sliding down until they reach your palm. It's obvious. It's on purpose. Every touch fills you with terror and enjoys how you tremble with every slow stroke. With your eyes closed, you don't know what's coming next. Your fear is obvious. Yet you still refuse to open them. You're afraid to look at that thing. Hey, open those eyes. Why would anyone, or would you rather I open them for you? Uh-oh. What, the claws? You only feel those claws suddenly grab your wrist. No warning, no gentle touch. They squeeze both wrists so hard it hurts. You yank forward and slam violently against the massive tree. The impact forces a choked scream out of you. A sharp pain shoots through your back, and you instantly open your eyes. Your wrists are still tightly held. Its huge hands gripping you roughly, without care. It squeezes so hard you feel like your bones might snap, shaking you against a tree again until it gets your attention. It makes you feel like nothing more than a toy. Like a small rag doll at its mercy, you feel its gaze claw over every part of your body. Your heart pounds wildly. You don't even know how you're still breathing. This is far beyond anything you could have imagined. Then you look forward and see its face. And it's cute. You freeze completely at the sight. It's definitely not human, you think. Sharp teeth, like blades, pale skin. No human looks like that. Are you sure? There might be some people. Well, what a cute little treat we have here. It's like, yep, Laughing Jack. I've never seen you before. I was about to get mad at you, but hey, you're not one of those idiots who only knows how to annoy me. I could tell right away you weren't one of them the moment I saw you shaking like a soaked little puppy. I'm absolutely terrified. Just a second ago, this thing was standing in pools of blood. Not to mention it's over 2 meters tall. Its skin unnaturally pale. Its arms way too long. Its cone-shaped nose is so close to yours they feel it tickle your nose and cheeks. You pause, staring at it for a moment. Strangely, something about it feels familiar. You don't know what, or from where, but you're feeling it's there. The internet. You're cute. It stares at you like it's analyzing you. Then slowly starts to loosen its grip. Careful not to scrape you against the tree bark. Again, it almost feels like it's handling you gently. It doesn't seem that scary anymore, you think. Just as that thought crosses your mind, it flashes a wide grin and drops you. Why is this kind of moment? One moment, and then it treats me like trash the next. Tsundere. All jokes aside, as you groan in pain from your wrist and knees, it starts laughing again. You're lucky I'm not bored, otherwise you'd probably be already scattered around the park in little pieces. I love how scared you get. You shake so cutely. So tell me, what a sweet thing like you doing all alone in this forest? Did you escape from one of those incompetent idiots? I can imagine plenty of candidates, but I can't think of who would screw up that badly. Though, to be fair, that never really happened. I don't think they're that good. Well, Jeff might be loud and annoying and not funny at all. I doubt he'll let you go. I give him credit. He's good at what he does. Just not at showering. Just not showering. Well, he's definitely not wrong. He just keeps wearing that one specific hoodie. Yeah, he really didn't care about dropping you. Now that you're not sure if he's talking to you or just talking to himself. But when it comes to looking good, suddenly he uses skincare and everything. He just automatically just starts wearing it. He has a date and he does. others don't usually mess up either, and Ben kills people in their own houses, so dragging someone into the forest would be pointless for him. I don't know what you're talking about. No matter how hard you try to speak or even understand him, he doesn't hear you or just ignores you. From what I know, the people living near the entrance know damn well this place is off limits. Well, we didn't get the memo. You don't look that stupid. It's a forest after all. So I don't think you walk into the forbidden forest at night on your own. Right? Yes, or did you? Well, we have persuasion of a pew-pew kind. Wow, how adorable. Alone and lost because you're dumb. Ha. You feel a wave of embarrassment wash over you. You don't know whether to cry or get angry. That's hilarious. Still, I'll give you this. You made it this far in one piece. So far. You swallow hard as he smiles wider, his pupils sharpening. I'll look at you shaking with fear. It cracks me up. You're so stupid and gullible. So cute, though. You really do look like a scared little puppy. I'd love to kill you and tear that face apart, but sadly I'm already satisfied. You made me laugh a lot. So I spare your life. You owe me one. He says the last part well, quickly and lightly tapping the tip of your nose. Thank you. I think. He didn't answer me, Candy. Even if he did something that's stupid, there's gotta be a reason. And let's tell him everything that happened. Let's see his reaction. Tell him everything that happened. Someone started shooting at my house and ran into the forest to escape. I know it was stupid, but I didn't think. My house is a small cabin near the forest. I lived there because it was the cheapest place I could find. I guess now I know why. Well, you are good company. The guy with the gun, not so much. Yeah, you guys go stabby on people. But you're cute. Unable to stop yourself, you start crying. You don't know what you're telling him. He doesn't seem interested in the details. But he's the only one who asked about you, at least in a very long time. Even though his expression and attitude don't change, he listens without interrupting. Hard to believe, but somehow you feel better after telling him. I see. How cruel. Behind that smile, his tone softens slightly. Maybe he really did listen. You're pretty lucky then. I won't leave you alone in this forest. You just told me you're the cabin girl. I'll take you with me, whether you like it or not. You owe me two now. Tentacles was talking about you a few days ago. The thing you were talking to steps closer, make you shut your eyes again, expecting something bad. You feel it slowly taking your hand, its nose brushing yours again. It yanks you towards it without giving you a chance to resist. You can see it kneeling in front of you, both knees on the ground, extending a hand towards you. Come on, Candy. Besides, he already's rescuing stray dogs anyway. Take my hand, don't be scared. That's an order. At least today, I won't hurt you. As he stands up, he's still holding his hand. You let yourself be led. It's not smart, but you do anyway. You stare at the ground, embarrassed, thinking, why is he helping me? Even though you're not alone, you can't help but stare at the ground as you walk. You're exhausted, and on top of that, scared and embarrassed. I can't believe I survived all this. Am I really that lucky? Wait, it's a certain house again. After a long walk through the forest, you finally see a large mansion in the end of the path. You look around and notice papers stuck to the trees, covered in strange drawings. Your fear and doubts start to grow. Are those drawings some kind of warning? Well, there's no other choice anyway. You approach the massive mansion. It looks neglected, almost abandoned. Your companion stays behind you, waiting for you to knock on the door. Well, here goes nothing. You slowly step closer to the door, nervous. But just as you're about to knock, you hear voices coming from inside. No, her thing is probably already dead or something. That's not my problem anymore. I already did my part. I'm not getting involved again. There's weird stuff in there. Weird stuff like what? And I'm not asking you to go back in. Just tell me where she is. You don't know what's going on, but you notice a kind of green smoke forming at the center of the door. Oh, it's Ben. You look at your companion for inspiration, but he doesn't seem to be paying attention at all. Then, from the green smoke, a green hat slowly comes out. Well, the R-wing voices inside continue. No, Toby. I'm not a bootlicker, like you guys. Got better things to do. Like going somewhere. I don't know. Why do you even care? Oh, come on. The guys went out a while ago and still haven't come back. I don't want to know what happened to us if he finds out she's not at home. Suddenly someone steps out of the green smoke wearing that same hat. No, screw you, Toby. That green little goblin turns to look at you. Oh, Tiki, looks like you and those two idiots are screwed. And why would that be? See for yourself. Oh, it's Toby. It's Tiki. The boy with the hat steps back inside. The green smoke disappears, and the door slowly opens with a creak. Then you see a boy cautiously peeking out from behind the door. Oh. Yeah, we're screwed. Oh, to be continued. We'll see what happens if we tell him only what matters. They started shooting at my house, so I ran. My house is the small cabin near the forest. And I ran into the woods because it was the closest place. A cabin near the forest, huh? I think I could help you, whether you want it or not. You're coming with me. You'll get those idiots punished, and we'll laugh at their faces. And those idiots were the ones shooting us. Follow me. You stood there, frozen, following a 2-meter tall clown covered in blood. Doesn't sound like a good idea. Nah, you'll thank me later. I like sweets. The clown grabs your shoulder and forces you to walk beside him while laughing. I think this is the end. You lower your gaze to the grass and expect the worst. Okay, we are technically now at the same part. Let's see what happens if we try to run from him instead. Try to calm ourselves. Run. You think, why do I have such terrible luck? The thing you saw on the playground is gone now. You don't even know how or why. But you know it's not right. Even if it's just your imagination, it wasn't normal. You still have a shred of survival instinct left. You know this is bad. Your feet moved without reason. Your brain didn't even give the order. It just pure reflex. You turn around and run back the way you came. You have to get out of the forest no matter what. Somehow it feels worse than a killer. There he is. Did you just punch me? Did he take out my eye? He got us. Okay, this time we're gonna hide behind a tree and rest. You decide to ignore the laughter and hide behind a tree to rest for a little bit. You sit down on the grass and lean your back against the large tree. I feel really bad. I'm exhausted. I don't know if I can keep walking much longer. What happened? Why? I was doing the best I could with the little I had left. I can't understand anything. I just... Uh-oh. Well. I don't know you. It's been a long time since I've seen new faces around here. I don't know. I know every single person who walks through the forest, and I've never seen you. Who are you, and what are you doing here? Who are you, and what are you doing here? If you don't have a good reason, this knife will go straight through your throat. Okay, is this Jack? You feel a cold knife, still wet with fresh blood, pressed against your throat. You hear a female voice, fraying, deep, slightly hoarse, finishing her sentence as if she swore a breath. Okay, it's not Jack. In their context, the voice might have calmed you, but right now it only made you more afraid. You don't even dare to turn around. You're too scared. You can't control your mouth, which is trembling uncontrollably. Even though this is already the second time today someone has tried to kill you. Third, technically. One is seated though. So far. Are you going to answer me? I'm talking to you nicely, sweetheart. Answer quickly. Whoever the woman beside you is, she truly sounds dangerous. Without giving you time to process everything, she pressed the knife harder. You're just millimeters away from feeling that blood drip onto your chin. Your mouth keeps trembling, stopping you from speaking, and honestly you don't even know what to say. You look scared. I bet you're not part of the forest, right? Answer me. Okay, we'll have to explain. You click your tongue and clench your teeth with all your strength. You carry too much things inside, on top of everything your life had already given you. You don't even know what you're going to say. At this point, you're not trying to survive anymore. You just want this to end. I'm lost. I ran into the forest because someone started shooting at my house. I don't even know how I got here. I'm sorry. I knew I shouldn't come in, but I had nowhere else to hide. I live in the cabin near the forest. It's really far from the other houses. It would have taken too long to get help. I would have been shot halfway there. I honestly just wanted to break from the crappy life I'm living, but nothing ever goes right. Now that I think about it, it's probably why the rent on the stupid place is so cheap. But I don't have a choice. I can't choose. If you're going to kill me, that'll honestly help a lot right now. She roughly pulls the knife away from your chin. You start crying from the sheer helplessness of the situation. You're still scared, unable to move, doing nothing but sobbing uncontrollably. You look up, the woman who frightened you is standing right in front of you. Oh well, even so, coming in here wasn't a good idea. Oh, it's Jane. Still I'm surprised you managed to get this far. So what do you plan to do now? I was thinking of hiding until the sun comes up, then leaving. That'll be difficult. The sun doesn't shine bright enough here to make it safe. You're still afraid, but when you hear her, you don't know why. But maybe you were about to break. Maybe you just didn't know how to deal with everything happening to you. But you found yourself telling her everything that happened, everything that hurts, to a stranger. Maybe it's Dorium, maybe it's dizziness and the fact that you haven't eaten. But she feels familiar, you think. They often feel familiar. See, sweetheart? That wasn't so hard to let out. I'm glad it was me who found you. You put yourself in serious danger. That man chasing you is nothing compared to what lives in here lives in here. Still, I understand why you did it. You look awful. It would go against my ethics to kill a poor defenseless squirrel. I think you're so lucky you ran into me and not some other lunatic wandering around. Well, Laughing Jack was nice. And trust me, there's a lot of them. The pale-masked woman stepped closer once again. You were ahead, expecting something bad. I won't hurt you, sweetheart, at least not for now. Come with me. There's a place where you'll be safer. For some reason, her voice seems really is calming, especially in the way she says it so calmly, with that soft rasp in her throat. At least that's what you think. She's kind. You feel her getting closer, your face heating up, until you feel her hand. You quickly look up, embarrassed. She's holding her hand out, offering to help you up. It's a kind gesture, but you still don't fully trust her. Something feels off. Maybe it's a knife she's still holding. That's dripping blood. Yeah. I'm gonna take her hand. I'm trying to do every single choice anyway. Even so, you reach out and take her hand. Despite her burned skin, it feels oddly soft. I think we're more pale than her. Alright, I know it's not easy to trust someone. But honestly, sweetheart, you don't really have another choice. My name's Jane. What's yours? My name's YN. Alright, YN. We're going somewhere else. So you watch as she brings her hand up to her face. Carefully, she removes her mask. I don't usually take this off, but since you trusted me, I wanted you to feel comfortable with me. So I'll show you who I am without it. Like I said, there you might get help. That guy likes adopting things. Slenderman. Look at her and confirm what you expected. She has no eyes. Her skin looks the same as the rest of her body. It's terrifying, and yet somehow she was also kind. Her voice certainly is. You don't know if it's a trap, but you trust her anyway. You're not a thing, but we'll see if he accepts you. They could use something that isn't so thing-like. They're a little crazy, but it's not really their fault. Just don't take too personally whatever they say or do. To whatever they say or do. I'll stay close to so they don't hurt you. Don't worry, but you'll have to introduce yourself on your own. Just don't make anyone angry. Follow me and don't let go of my hand, okay? Oh, it's just a precaution. I don't want you getting lost. You start walking where she leads you without letting go of her hand. Even though you're not alone, you can't help but stare at the ground as you walk. You're exhausted, and on top of that... Okay, same. Let's see what the dialogue is if we stand up on our own. You feel she means well, even if trusting someone with a mask and knife is easy. You stand up on your own. They have a spear getting a bit heavy on your end, so you apologize. I'm sorry. I could stand up myself. Sorry for worrying you. Still, thank you. I'll follow you. Don't worry. I know trusting someone here is hard. Come on, then. Don't wander off. You start walking beside her. Okay, we have the same dialogue. Okay, let's see what happens if we remain silent. I have a feeling it's going to be a bad end. Remain silent. You're too scared to even move your mouth. So you stay silent, afraid of making things worse. As time passes, the knife drifts closer to your throat. What a complete waste of time. I do like the animation. So if we say yes or no to the cartooning, it just actually goes us back to here. So now we're gonna go with right. We go right. I think I'll go to the right. I think going to the right is fine. If I were him, I'll be searching uphill. But I remember seeing something over there. Down where the water flows, there should be more people. Maybe I could find help. I think. Do you want to continue? Yes. I'm really tired. I can't take the pain in my feet anymore. I hope I run into someone good. I have the worst luck. Maybe I should just pray already. That so-called God has never helped me at all. But this time, I seriously need a miracle. You lower your gaze to the ground and watching where you step. It would be tragic if, after everything, you died just by stepping wrong. You keep walking down the mountain. You start feeling dizzy from sheer exhaustion. Working since dawn. I understand that. Carrying stuff around and dealing with unbearable old people is exhausting. Add the chase for your life on top of that. Clearly your body is on the verge of collapsing. Then you fall. Your body has reached its limit. I hope no one finds me like this. I hope morning comes when I wake up, I could get out of here and ask for help. It would be so pathetic to die without even getting to see my opponent. Your mind starts to fade. Between dreams, you can hear footsteps getting closer until you suddenly feel unbearable pain in your head. Someone is pulling your hair. Oh, a body. A body? They were pretty merciful with her. I didn't see any blood or bones. Who did such a sloppy job? Your mocking male voice. As he talks, he pulls your hair like you're a rag doll, until he finally stops moving you, and you feel a sharp pain in your head. Well, I think she's died alone. Did you kill her? Did she RP? How stupid. You know that voice doesn't belong to the guy from the cabin. But it doesn't feel like it belongs to a good person either. A normal person wouldn't be worried about a body in the middle of the forest. Would be worried about a body in the middle of the forest. A body in the middle of the forest. But maybe you can get help. Okay, so before we even see who it is, escape! You were so terrified that the moment you stopped hearing that person, you broke into a run, not caring where you were going. If you were a good person, he would have been worried, or at least he would have ignored you and kept walking. He wouldn't have done what he did. So he didn't think anymore and just ran. The exhaustion, the pain in your feet, none of it mattered. When you feel like you're in danger, your body raises adrenaline. Just enough to help you run for a while. Until you simply can't anymore. You stop by a tree to rest and slowly open your eyes. Well, at least I escaped another lunatic. I guess there's a reason they call it the Forbidden Forest. Maybe it's all full of psychos. I'm so tired, I really can't go on. I need to rest for a bit. Just for a moment. You don't even finish speaking when something touches your shoulder. The warmth you feel vanishes in an instant. A horrible cold rushes through your body. Your breathing speeds up, and so much that you forget how to breathe properly. You don't want to turn around. I don't want to look. Did the guy run after me? Hey, you. Then you hear a deep, rough voice. You inhale to scream, but a disgusting smell floods your nose. The scent of meat mixed with metal invades your senses. You can hear me, I know you can. So I turn to face the person talking to you. And what are you doing here? I was Jack. You don't look like you belong here, especially if you're heading straight to my place. What? Don't tell me you're the one, those idiots who live in the edge of the forest. You have no idea how dangerous it is to come here. The gray skin isn't human. You look up and down, without blinking, without moving, not even lowering your head. The worst part is, when you notice his hand, he's holding something. You look closer. His clothes are covered in blood and stains of questionable origin, and then his hand. What you thought was a stress toy, a rock or something, harmless, isn't that all. It looks like a kidney. Convenient. So your gaze moves to his jaw, where fresh blood is dripping. You pray that whoever died in his hands wasn't human, that was just some animal, or big enough to have a kidney like that. Oh, sweet summer child. It is a human kidney. So you're going to tell me why you're heading towards my place? Are you stupid? I don't want anyone wandering around here. Understand? You're lucky. I'm already satisfied with what I found earlier. Understand? It says this while flickering your forehead with blood-covered finger. You can't process anything. You barely heard him. And even then, you didn't really understand. Not because he spoke badly, but because you can't think. You start trembling, and the cold becomes unbearable. You can't move a single muscle. You scream and scream inside your head, but your body refuses to respond. The divine machine that is your body isn't working. Your vision starts to blur, your eyes fill with tears, and you have no control over anything. You start crying without blinking, without moving, and then you fall asleep again, fall again. You hear loud whirring in your ears, and you feel nothing, just peace. Maybe everything that happened was a dream. Yeah, it must be. Someone just hit you. Mom, 5 more minutes. This time, hits harder. It's not your mom. It's definitely not a sandal. And then you open your eyes. Okay, yeah, I was Jack. I like you. Wow, finally awake. Took you about 5 minutes. I don't have all day. And also I'm full. You're making it way too easy. I was this close to not holding back. I could eat you so nicely. But then I probably get indigestion from overeating. You still have no idea what he's talking about. Cannibalism. Eat you? If he wanted to, he would have already done it. Indigestion? Eating people can do that? What? Hey, I'm sorry, he doesn't let you finish. He cuts you off again and again. Yeah, whatever. Just get lost. I don't have anywhere to refrigerate organs. I don't want my place stinking like last time. Let's stay. Please let me stay here just a little longer. I can't walk anymore. I'm really tired and I'm really scared. What are you, crazy? If you say you're not leaving, fine then. Okay, we'll leave. Leave. Yes, sorry, I'm leaving. You'd think you're incredibly lucky. That guy was eating someone's organs just moments ago. The fact I didn't do anything to you while you were unconscious feels like a miracle. When you take one last look, you know something, and let out a long breath once you realize what it is. A balaclava you've seen before, the one worn by the guy who shot you in the cabin. Oh, thank you, I was Jack. Maybe it really was a miracle that you ran so far and didn't end up here hours earlier. Oh, you're the one of those dogs, new recruits, huh? You probably got lost. Don't ever come near my place again. You see him take off his mask. Your mind can't fully process what you're seeing. Besides his inhuman gray skin, large hands, sharp teeth, he has no eyes. You know he doesn't want you there, so you try to move and leave. How stupid. Well, I guess it can happen to anyone. It's probably your first time. You were hunting the human who entered the forest, right? Ah, what? Well, I already killed him. I don't have a damn clue why you wanted him. I don't care either. If they scold you, be for being useless. So don't hold a grudge against me. Now, get going. You're starting to tick me off. The cabin you're looking for is uphill. You know you're close when you see those little papers. Now get the heck out of here. Thank you. But you're my favorites right now. You start walking uphill without looking back. After he told you where to go, you felt calmer and were finally able to move, and knowing your would-be killer was killed by someone else helped too. So you start walking, doing exactly what he told you. Going uphill, you don't know how you're going to make it, but you have to. Just thinking about your bed makes you smile. I don't understand how he knew I wanted to go back to my cabin. Wrong cabin. I don't know what that whole mission and dogs thing was about. I guess I'm not in danger anymore. Just hope he was telling the truth and I could make it home. No, it's not our house though. Now that I think about it, he kind of looks like someone that we know. After everything you went through, all you can do now is keep walking in the direction he gave you. You walk with your eyes fixed on the grass, weighing down by exhaustion. You don't know if what he said was true or not, but at least you're not in danger. You just want all of this to end. You keep walking, even if it hasn't been as long as when you first entered the forest. It already feels like it's too much. Once again, your body can't take anymore, and you collapse. You start dreaming that you're home, eating chips while staring at your small screen. It was only the moment of the day when you truly felt relaxed. Suddenly, in your dreams, you hear someone walking nearby on the grass. But you think it's just part of the dream, until the footsteps get closer. Now you start to feel that something isn't right. Someone is near you again. You even hear male voices close to your face. Man was right. The dead weight took off at dawn. Slenderman is going to kill us. And this time we can't even blame Toby, since it was the three of us. Well, no choice. She passed out. We could just drag her. Yeah, or carry her too. Thanks to their voices, you managed to wake up from the deep sleep. It sounds like two people talking about Slenderman, Ben, and Toby? Is Slenderman real? Please don't sacrifice me. I've heard about people who think they're real and try to summon them. Yeah, in real life. Pretty sure that girl tried to escaped and then got caught. I think a little while later, and thrown back in the I think it was a hospital that she was at. If he exists, then the others or at least one of them there one I think got let go, released already. If he exists, then the others probably do too. I still don't want to die. You don't know what to do. You're too weak and exhausted to try to run. There's no other option. You accept your fate. The only thing you do is slowly open your eyes, trying to see the faces of the people who were about to take you. It's masky and Brain fart. You open your eyes to see two people. One wearing a white mask and a hoodie. Oh, mask and hoodie. To be fair, both of them wear a mask, so you stare down at you with anger, or at least what you see in their eyes. Oh, look. The thing woke up. As if it wasn't enough that she made our lives harder. Now she's passed out in the middle of the forest. I'm sick of carrying useless people. If I take her, I'm dragging her. I'll carry her. It's fine. Who are you people? I don't let you take, I won't let you take me anywhere. On top of everything, she thinks she gets a say. Calm down, Masky. She's not going to do anything. Look at her. She's injured and can't even walk. Well, Wyan. We won't hurt you unless you resist, see? We know your name. That means you could trust us, right? Trust you? Who are you? And how do you know my name? Please stop talking to her already. Just knock her out and let her sleep a bit longer. She was passing out so much. Let her pass out again. All right. No. What do you mean, all right? Just let me go. I haven't done anything wrong. Let's close the... Let's say, don't open your eyes. You managed to play dead. The person from before doesn't sound like someone good. He probably ended up very bad. Would have ended up very badly. A miracle, you think? You think that even though you don't really believe in God, believe in Chuck. I want to say Chuck. If you survive this, maybe you should start believing in one. There's no way everything happening to you is just a coincidence. It's not Chuck's plotting against you. If you guys get the reference, let me know. Then honestly, you don't know what it is. You keep thinking like it's like that for a long time until you fall asleep. Just say supernatural. If you get the reference, supernatural, and who I'm naturally taught. Then you I don't. It's from the TV show Supernatural. Then your dream, you start hearing footsteps very close to you. I was going to send someone to get you, but I say you beat me to it. I don't know if you're brave or foolish, though you don't seem to be in bad shape. Slenderman. You feel your head start to age horribly, and then when you slowly regain consciousness, those footsteps you heard in your dreams apparently weren't a dream. You hear a voice speaking to you. It's deep, strumming low with a faint breath at the end of each sentence, like a soft exhale. It sounds strangely seductive. Your brain still isn't fully working. That voice only makes you relax even more, until a loud ringing starts in your ears, forcing you to look more clearly. Get up already. I know you're awake. That voice again is disturbingly sexy. Even though you're scared, you still half asleep. Your thoughts don't connect. You don't know where you are, much less who is in front of you. Still, you keep wondering who this man is, speaking to you in such a calm tone. It's been a long time since anyone talked to you like that. Every day was nothing but shouting. Having someone speak so softly makes you feel safe, even if you're in the middle of the forest. Or is it? You finally open your eyes. Cold reality hitting you. You're in the forest, where there could be wild animals or worse, killers. The last thought wasn't yours alone. Someone else is inside your mind. You sit up and lower your gaze. Slenderman. Finally, you open your eyes. I can't believe I spent an entire hour making noises and staring at you just to wake you up. Staring at me? That's right. I've been watching you and entered you. So you would finally open your eyes. Are you talking about in my mind? Because Slenderman, you need to consent. I need consent. You need to you need to have consent. Consent. I was planning to send someone to bring you to me. But since you made me do twice the work, I won't give you time to choose. You're coming with me. And thanks to your decisions, some useless beings will have to pay for it. What? He's still sitting on the grass with a faceless man with the seductive voice begins to move his tentacles around your legs. He doesn't want you to defend yourself, escape, or even complain. At first they feel strange, and you pull your legs back to avoid touching them. He knows the look of disgust on your face, so he slows his movements, letting the tentacles brush against you more gently. But when he realizes he doesn't care, you stop resisting. It's Slenderman. There's no escaping him anyway. His tentacles begin to coil around your bare toes, first slowly traveling up your calves. They're not like octopus tentacles. They have no suction cups. They feel rubbly cold. They slide slowly along your legs, climbing up your thighs. Even if you're tremble from the cold, he doesn't care in the slightest. He just watches you, shaking body, standing perfectly still. He's doing this slowly on purpose. Is he doing this slowly on purpose? Does he enjoy torturing people? Yes, he probably is. Again, a thought that isn't yours, and now his voice echoes inside your head. Meanwhile, other tentacles delicately touch your fingers, intertwining with your hand, slowly letting you feel their cold presence. They move from your fingers to your wrist, your forehead, your shoulder, your neck. They leave your skin red wherever they pass. Then all of his tentacles wrap around your wrist, your neck, and your legs. For a moment you think the torture has stopped. Then he tightens them. Since you made things harder for me, I'll make things harder for you as well. You haven't noticed, but you're a complete mess now. Your face flushed a deep red. Then without any care, his tentacles lift you into the air. Stop moving. I'll make you fall asleep again. You don't know whether your face is turning blue from the height or red from his voice. You keep squirming. So he does exactly what he warned you about. The ring in your ears returns louder than before. You shut your eyes tightly. Now ask for help. I'm pretty sure this is Jeff. Ask for help. Well, he's the only person you've run into out here besides the killer from the cabin. Maybe he's not that bad. Or maybe he's your only chance to get help. Wait, it's not our only chance. I'm not dead. Then you managed to open your eyes. It seems the hit made you react. There's Jack. When you caught his attention, he looked at you up and down and smiled in a horrifying way. That's when you realize you're screwed up once again. The guy crouching in front of you didn't look human at all. He has no nose. Well, he has a nose. It kind of reminds me of some character from a series I should not name. And it's not Yonder Dane, that's for sure. He has no nose, no eyelids, and a mouth. It's carved all the way to his cheeks, forming a permanent smile. And the fact that we've played games with Jack a whole bunch, Jeff a lot, technically Jeff, all of them, a lot. No human could survive something like that. And still see, right? Well, you'd be surprised. Besides, you've never seen someone so pale, not even a corpse. Makeup. I knew it. You didn't have to talk. Are you stupid or what? You could have lived a little longer. Your eyes were closed, and your breathing was shallow. You could have gone unnoticed. But no. You just had to get my attention. Do you feel something climb up your body? Something beside you, one of your legs in between them. It's his knees. One of his hands slams down next to your face so he can support himself. He keeps staring at you in the same way without blinking, wearing that huge smile. And somehow you manage to connect your last two brain cells. He looks like he's like the famous Jeff the Killer, a well-known creepypasta from the internet, you think. Well, he is Jeff. Which means this is not going to end well at all. Unable to defend yourself or react to it in time, his large pale hands lunged towards you. Jeff, you're supposed to use a knife. You don't even see the movement. His hand is now around your neck. At first, with a light grip, his fingers begin to move, exploring that small part of you, your neck. Slowly, he starts tightening his grip. He knows exactly where to press, so you don't get a chance to breathe. Oh well, thanks to your couple stupidity, you get to admire my beautiful face. You should thank whoever left you here, and obviously me. Me above all, actually. You get the gift of seeing this lovely face before you fall asleep. The presence from his hand increases as his smile grows wider. His eyes stare at you from pure malice. You feel each of his fingers touching you strategically, playing you like an instrument. His fingers pressed hard against the vile spots of your neck. Meanwhile, he stays on top of you, watching your eyes mock your terror, your mouth desperate trying to breathe. It's obvious you're going to die. So this is how it ends. At least I had to try. Struggle. The cold starts to fade, and warmth begins to spread for your body, especially in your chest. Then, in the adrenaline, your body races when your life is in danger. You stop feeling the pain in his hand squeeze your neck. There's no time to think about what you're going to do. Thanks to adrenaline, you only get one shot. Without thinking, your hands go straight to his arm. You start struggling, pushing harder, using way more strength than you ever thought you had. When he realizes what you're trying to do, he gets furious, and despite still smiling, he clenches his teeth hard and clearly doesn't look so pleased anymore. You see him about to stand up, ready to choke you with a hand he was using to support himself. In a split second, you manage to breathe. At the same time, you sit up, place your hands on his chest, and shove him away. Without thinking, you scream as you shut your eyes tight, both out of anger and because you don't want to see what he'll do to you next. Beautiful? You're not beautiful, not cute, not handsome, not even remotely attractive. You look like you're crawled out of a bad horror story. Stop touching me with those cold, filthy hands. You manage to stand up while yelling. Your hands are clenched into a fist, and you start shaking. You don't know if it's fear or rage at being in this situation. For a moment, if you remain brain cells finally click. You just yelled at a murderer, so you slowly open your eyes, expecting the worst. You're already thinking about apologizing. Act as if nothing happened. You open your eyes, expecting a knife burying in your stomach or face, but that's not what happens. You see your attacker standing in front of you, clearly fierce, but also confused. Of course, I'm beautiful. You just have terrible taste. I got tons of girls in love with me. Yeah, well, we would kind of know because of all the dating sims you have. What would you know? You don't even brush your hair. You look like a smelly hobo. You freeze. You're expecting even except a tantrum. You watch him look away, puffing at his cheeks and crossing his arms. You can't believe it, but he's kind of cute, you think. Well, sorry. Without letting you finish, he starts talking. Well, since you admit I'm beautiful, but you do the same thing and keep talking before you can finish. You don't have all the time in the world to listen to him brag about his looks. Yeah, sorry for entering the forbidden forest without permission. I don't know there was people living here in here. You notice his pout becomes more obvious now. One of his feet start tapping, but this time he doesn't interrupt you. I know it sounds stupid, but somehow one broke into my cabin. It's small and near the forest, and it's not easy to ask for help. The closest neighbor is way further away than this forest. I thought coming here would help me lose him. At least you admit you're stupid and don't think before acting. I think there wasn't nothing dumber than a green hat dwarf or the booklicker with ticks. But wow, you exist. It's obvious someone as dumb as you can't appreciate me. If you were normal, you'd already be in love with like any other girl. Since you admit your stupidity, I'll let you go because I'm awesome. And I don't like it. And I feel like it. Don't don't tell anyone. Besides, with that attitude, I doubt you'll still be alive by dawn. Did I just survive Jeff the Killer? He looks at me with bit of contentment, or at least you think so. You see him rub his neck like it's barring him, staring at the ground and pouting again. Go uphill. Don't go any lower. You see him point upward, where the mountain keeps rising. I'm pointing it out because you're dumb and probably can't tell which way is up. Don't make too much noise. If you hear something, hide. You seem pretty good at going unnoticed. The last part sounds like sarcasm. It is sarcasm. You know you're on the right path when you see stupid little drawings of a faceless guy with stick legs and a circle of an X. If you listen to me and actually think, for once, that yelling at someone with a weapon isn't a good idea, you reach a creepy mansion, knock, and tell them you're the hobo from the cabin at the forest entrance. He likes adopting things like you. We already know. This time, you let him finish, watching him switch pouts and shuffle his feet even more. You don't know why he's helping you, or at least you pray it's not a trap. Never, I don't care if you listen or not, but whatever you want, do whatever you want, rude hobo. Thank you, Jeff. When you say his name, he looks back at you, no longer pouting. You think you messed up, but instead his eyes shine. It's weird seeing them shine when you can't even blink. Yeah, just stay away from the noise and watch where you step. Don't think I can see you fall. I didn't see you fall. You were being really loud. He looks you up and down again, laughs, lets outside, and walks away. You probably won't survive 10 minutes. You watch him walk away until he disappears between the trees and the fog. You have no idea what that was. If you couldn't process what happened before, this is even worse. Is Jeff real? Faceless drawings and stick figures. Is Slenderman real? You scream without thinking, then immediately realize it and cover your mouth. But you hear something fall nearby. Pure instinct kicks in and you start running. Then you remember his words and slow down, walking more carefully. Okay. Got them. Okay, now apologize. You open your eyes, expecting a knife in your stomach or attack from behind. But when you look up again, he's standing there. You think he's giving you one last chance, so you apologize. I'm sorry, really, I shouldn't have done that. I was just scared you killed me. I'm sorry. Oh, now you're sorry? You go around assaulting people and still expect nothing to happen to you? Well, it's complicated. Let me explain. I was my house, the cabin at the forest entrance, and I don't care in the slightest. Crappy hobo. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. Please, you're very handsome, seriously. You know, you don't need to hear it from someone ugly like me. You know you're really, really cute. You say as you sink down and drop to your knees, begging for forgiveness. I'm sure you got a great body too, and with a face of yours, you look amazing. That's probably why everyone envies you. Oh yeah, that man is really jealous of these arms and my height. Well, he could face for walls though. See, there's no reason to care about what a disgusting hobo like me said. Oh, see, I don't care about whatever you say extra. Did Jeff just turn into Bakugo? Besides, Jeff, I'm your fan. I was really just excited. My fan? Yeah. I know, right? Alright. I'm kinda busy and you're boring me now. You could go uphill, so someone else can help you. When you start saying crappy little papers with scribbles of a faceless guy with a stick body, you're on your right path. Now, do me a favor and get lost. Okay, Jeff. You do what he tells you and turn around and leave. You have no idea what that was. If you couldn't process what happened before, you definitely couldn't process this. Is Jeff real? Even so, you decide to listen to him and head uphill. After all, it's your only option right now. Okay, now I just skip because we already saw them. Okay, apologize is gonna lead us to bad end. Apologize. Everything becomes blurrier. The cold fades and the heat rushes through your body, giving you just enough strength to speak. Maybe it's the adrenaline kicking in. You reach the point where you no longer feel the pressure on your neck, only the desperation of not being able to breathe. Before your eyes close, you have to try at least once. So, with one last breath you had left, whether it was joy or some divine gift, you managed to say a few words. Please, I don't want to die. I'm not Fred. I just got lost. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't have entered this forest, but I was just running away from someone who broke into my house and tried to kill me. I thought it would be easier to run here and lose him between the trees. Just let me go. I promise I won't come back. You look at him. He doesn't seem convinced. Or maybe he didn't even understand. Well, he understands perfectly well. I promise I won't come back or tell anyone. There's someone in the forest. I swear I won't say anything. Wow, you really are stupid. Why would I care about your stupid, crappy story? How boring, you just wasted my time. Same as all those idiots. Look on the bright side, though. I'm handsome, right? Go to sleep. I do love the animation so much. And that was Obsession. If you like my content, please consider subscribing if you're ready, comment down below and liking the video. I'll see you guys next time.